From the Green Room Studios at Bates Nursery in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Gardening Inside Out, a podcast with highlights from our Saturday morning live show, answering all your gardening questions, giving you plant advice for any space in your life. Let's start the show.
Hey, y'all, it's Caroline Gant.
Hey, y'all, it's Austin Lowen.
And Tyler Blankenship.
And it is Wednesday here in Music City, and it's a beautiful, beautiful day.
Music City, USA.
That's right, Nashville, baby. We ain't bashful. We're from Nashville.
That's right.
Here we go. It's getting beautiful around town, y'all. You know what I've noticed the most?
Daffodils.
Definitely daffodils. The kids got out and picked a bouquet of them the other day out in the yard.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, out in the other person's yard. That's okay. Don't tell them.
You went into your neighbor's yard and picked their flowers before they could get to them?
It's kind of more like a field, not a yard.
Huh.
So I feel better about it.
Okay.
They crossed the creek and went over there and got them.
They went all the way across. Oregon trailed those daffodils.
That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, nice.
They Oregon trailed them. And they picked them. I threw them in the bed of the truck.
Thought you were about to say I threw them in the woods.
No, they picked them and they jumped in the bed of the truck and we drove on home. We were real sneaky.
Wow, you're letting all of our listeners know.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm a daffodil
You're
thief.
a little thief, little flower thief.
Hey, don't blame me. My
room.
kids did it. I had nothing to do with
Your
that.
kids are part of you, so it is you.
Okay,
You're
whatever.
responsible for
My
them.
kids are partiers.
You could have been like,
Yeah, they are.
no, don't steal the daffodils, children.
You know he can't help it when he sees a flower that's coming his way.
That's
No.
true.
Flower power.
And I can't tell them girls no. Y'all know that.
That's true. They're too cute to say no to.
But anyway,
That might come back to bite you later.
yeah, you're not wrong. Oh, anyway, no, I wasn't. I mean, yeah, definitely the daffodils are out. Other things, like random forsythia blooming. But also I'm seeing just crazy amount of buds on trees.
Oh, yeah, they're swelling.
Yeah, like swelling big time. It's really nice to see. The maples, y'all don't even think about maples like blooming all that much, but they certainly do.
They do.
And they're really getting budded up. But the thing I noticed the most and the most beautiful sight I've seen in a while is those weeping willows. Y'all, they've already started to leaf. They're not in their bud anymore. They've actually thrown tiny leaves.
Really?
And they about
Whoa.
as wispy can get.
I don't have any weeping willows. No, I don't. I had to think about it.
It's okay.
Wait, do I? No.
I don't know. You would know if you had a weeping willow, right? You've seen Pocahontas.
I know what a weeping willow is. I had some small ones that I propped from a friend's tree that are in 1 gallon pots.
Okay.
And I don't know if they're alive or not.
Oh, well.
So I do kind of have some. I just haven't looked at them in a couple months.
Yeah, that's all good. It's cool that you propped them, y'all. I mean, if you are
So
going to
easy.
propagate a tree, weeping willow is about as easy as it gets.
I do want to ask you a question. So we're going off topic here a little bit because you were talking about the weather, but staying on willows, the cuttings that I got from her, I stuck in a container that had some kind of macrophylla hydrangea that I was trying to root. And that one rooted. I've never gotten a hydrangea to root before until I was rooting it with willows. And I've always heard people talk about how willows somehow help speed up the process of getting other plants to root. What do you think about that?
I think there might be something to say for that.
Every time I've put willow in with something else, it roots quicker, or it actually does.
Yeah. I think it's got what? Salicylic acid? I
Yes, it
believe is
does.
What's in it? And it's also used in aspirin. But yes, it's also a very much rooting hormone, if you will. So yeah, I think you nailed it.
So y'all listeners, go to your neighbor's property, cut up their willow tree, and then prop your other neighbor's plants, perhaps, if you don't have any of those things.
Yeah. Take a play out of my book.
Take a play out of Austin's book.
Yeah, steal some stuff. No, I'm just playing. Don't steal
Don't
stuff.
steal things.
Tyler, what have you stolen lately? Any
Hearts. A lot of hearts.
This next question, I don't know.
I know what you've stolen. The rocks from your yard.
Oh,
We're going to
that's
talk
right.
about your
True.
frog pond.
Oh,
That's
yes,
right.
here we go.
Get on it.
Yeah.
TY.
Well, so we have been, me, my partner, Sarah, and I have been wanting to redo this pond area for a while. It's this old established rock bed. It's got some terraces to it. It's, let me start over again.
Oh, Tyler.
Tyler, just
It's
keep
okay.
going. You got this.
Austin took his hat off. and distracted
got
me.
mine.
We're keeping this audio in.
Ooh, had a beanie on.
Austin
It's
took his
off
hat
now.
off. Tyler got distracted.
Austin's full dome right now.
It's bad. It's bad. I'm real bald right now.
You just shaved your
I shaved it no guard, Tyler. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, no guard.
No
okay.
guard.
It's all good.
Uh-huh.
It's all
Nothing's
I think
good.
it looks great.
Nothing's guarding this brain.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
out in the open.
All right, Tyler, back to the pond.
Back to the pond
Okay,
talk.
so it was bothering Sarah for a while that the pond was kind of disgusting because there was this old waterfall that was made, okay? But the way that it was made was weird. It was like a bunch of resin that was dumped on like this fabric cloth material to try and make it like smooth and also water, hard, fast or whatever.
Yeah.
It like broke up in the sun. It wasn't UV resin. And so it just all like cracked and broke up. And then water just started leaking down into the thing and never making it into the pond. And the pond would empty in a matter of hours. So we had to bypass that and just go straight for years, So anyway, we finally busted it all up with a jackhammer.
Yeah. How'd that feel?
Fun.
That was insane. At first, I think it was like a 23-pound jackhammer. And so I was just like manhandling it for a while. But then eventually my body adapted.
Nice.
And I was just slinging that thing around like dead weight,
Wow, whipping it.
And then just like leaning into it, breaking up those rocks. It took forever.
Yeah.
Like 4 hours of breaking rocks. Isn't that insane?
That's pretty crazy.
And then, a week later, we've moved most all of this rock material now, and it's actually at Bates Nursery. It's going to be turned into berm reinforcement here.
Wow.
Cool.
I know. It's so great. Andy's thrilled, I'm sure. And we got another pond for him. We're going to do another pond again. We're just moving it and rearranging everything. So we're considering plants for this area. And I've got a little short list of ideas, and I want to run it by you.
All right.
What you got?
Throw them out there.
Red banana,
Oh.
windmill palm,
Okay.
Okay.
leatherleaf viburnum.
Ooh.
Ugh.
We have some differing opinions over here.
Ugh.
Okay.
What's wrong with that plant?
Leatherleaf Viburnum?
Why don't you like it?
Because it's all, when we unload those off a truck, the amount of dust that gets stirs up in the air and gets in your lungs.
Well, it's not like he's going to be on a truck with a bunch of them. He's going to have one beautiful one, possibly. But let's continue.
Fig,
Okay, these are very random.
I'll
I
say.
like it though.
particularly Little Miss Figgy,
Oh,
Cute.
like bush style.
how cute is that name?
It's great.
Hicks U,
Ew. That's random.
gray owl.
Are we looking
juniper.
at just one? Are we looking at just one plant?
Of
No.
all these?
No, some of them are going to be like multiples.
Okay.
It's not just going to be like, you get it. You're here,
Okay.
you're here. And then Pugster white butterfly bush.
Wait, you said gray owl juniper?
Mhm.
Those get massive.
They do.
They're beautiful.
I have
love 'em.
space around this.
Mm-hmm.
So here's part of the function. Okay. It's pretty much right next to my neighbor's driveway, and they're very active outside.
Okay.
So I want a little bit of screening because we're going to be observing frogs a lot in this frog pond. so we want to hang out there too, So
Yeah.
I'm thinking of dual purpose things, evergreen screening might look good next to a pond, but then also because we have bananas in the backyard, enhancing the tropical vibe a little bit.
I like the idea of the yews. I love yews. And they grow, yews guys.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Yeah, I had to.
I thought of it.
And they
Yews
just
too.
grow so upright. Like gray owl it gets big, but it just kind of spreads too. There's like a huge mass of them out at Nashville West.
Oh, it's insane.
It is insanity.
Yeah, people don't realize how big that plant gets and how fast it gets there.
Yeah, it's a monster.
It's crazy. I had a buddy that bought some Angelica blue juniper to put outside of his house, which is a beautiful.
Oh, I
little
love the
juniper.
color of that one.
Great color, it really is. And it's supposed to be. It was claimed to me whenever I first kind of heard about it is that it was a kind of smaller version of gray owl juniper ish. Yeah, right.
How big is it now?
Massive. I'm pretty sure he doesn't even have them anymore because he was like, "This is
Because they
way
ate
too
his
much."
house. He
Yeah,
had
really.
Nothing
He
left.
put it too close, like in his beds. He put two together, and they overtook everything. Like
Yeah.
it is so fast to get there. I mean, if you need space filler, Tyler,
That's
and
the
you
way
got
to
a
go.
big area and privacy, you're not looking through it. That's for sure. So, I mean, great plant. Gray owl juniper is an excellent
Mm-hmm.
plant. General livability extremely high. So, not bad. I'm still on the fence about leatherleaf viburnum. Sorry, I'm not getting off that train. Not yet. I'm not ready to.
Is it
park.
because of the dust that comes up off of it?
That's only one thing.
Okay, what else? What else is there?
They're absolutely hideous.
Whoa.
Now we're
I
getting.
just
don't
said
think
it.
I ever knew this from you.
Really?
No, that you
Yeah.
hated leatherleaf viburnum.
It's not my fave.
Why do you say they're? absolutely ugly.
I just
I'm
don't
looking
think
up a
they're
picture
pretty.
so I can see what it looks like.
Also-
They just
in
do
front of me.
nothing for me.
I've got cherry laurels that I planted on the other side of my backyard.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember.
So I need something broadleaf, evergreeny. I know that that's kind of semi-evergreen.
I think these are great.
Those pictures are just like excellent pictures of them, but they're not.
You fell in love with them when you looked at the pictures. just
No,
now
I
on my
didn't. That's
computer,
all.
Didn't you?
Those pictures are not even really what they do all that much.
My initial pick was Prague Viburnum, but
Okay.
it's a little, it's almost a little leggy or rangy
Yeah.
in a way, and I feel like I have to cut it a lot.
Mhm.
Whereas Leatherleaf seems more orderly.
It serves a purpose. I'll give you that. And once again, general livability of Leatherleaf Viburnum is extremely high. I give you
Okay.
that. I
Thank
just
you.
don't find it all that attractive. All right. If I'm going Viburnum, I'm going big, baby.
What?
Eastern snowball,
Okay.
Chinese snowball. I need blooms the size of your head,
I
Caroline.
have a Korean spice. I like that one.
That
And
one's the most fragrant.
then I have one called, I want to say Boral Marxii because there's a houseplant called that, but this is not it.
Burkwoodii.
Burkwoodii.
Burkwood Viburnum.
I love that one.
Yeah.
That one is stunning. The fall color on the leaves, fantastic. It holds its leaves pretty well into the winter before it loses them.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't actually. Mine never lost the leaves this winter.
It happens sometimes.
Tyler, there's you one.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
It's great.
I do like the double file.
And I have a popcorn.
Viburnums. That's a double file type. I've got Shasta, which is a similar one than what you've got.
Yeah,
They're cool. They hold their blooms in an interesting way, I feel like, along the leaves.
yeah, it is cool.
It's different. It's kind of like stair-stepped up the plant a little bit.
You might consider me a psycho, y'all, but I'm not into Viburnum for the blooms,
You're in it for the leaves.
What?
for the leaves
You're in it
and the
for the
texture.
The leaves.
Yes.
Then you need to plant this. What is it that I have? Burkwoodii.
The Burkwood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send you a picture.
Okay. Send
Send you-
me
Listeners,
a picture.
I'll put a picture up on the socials.
I hope I'm not offending anybody else who's listening as much as these guys.
You're not offending
It doesn't
me.
matter. It's just our plant opinions.
That's right. Yeah, your opinion's great. I love it.
Well,
You've got your own flavor.
What do you think about the maple leaf viburnum? That one is one, right? It's called maple leaf. It has a different leaf than what you typically see on viburnum. I might
yeah.
just be making that name up because to me it looks like a maple leaf.
No, that's one of the native, more like we keep it in our kind of native section viburnums. A serifolia, I believe, like maple-like leaf.
What do you think about
maple-like
that?
Foliage.
I look at them when I walk past and I say, "You're cute."
It's okay.
Maybe
I
I
mean, the
need
leaf
some.
shape is cute. I'll give you that.
Yeah, the leaf shape is very cute.
Man, I had no clue we were going to go down a viburnum road.
Well,
Sorry,
here we
y'all.
are.
We're here.
So you
I
like
just-
some viburnum, you hate others. I seemingly like all viburnum, and Tyler doesn't like the blooms on viburnum, but he likes the leaves.
I'm just a little bit mad because they don't bloom further into the year.
Well, that's just how spring bloomers are.
I understand that, but I guess I'm just like, if I wanted blooms, I would pick a plant where I would get more out of it throughout the year.
Okay.
And so that's why it's not a priority to me. And I see the foliage more through the year, so I prioritize the foliage.
Okay.
So
You
I
know
will
what you
say-
need Deutzia.
Ducey is a cool little plant. Totally different.
that could be cool.
Gosh, but it's only blooming in the spring.
It's a pretty
It's
short,
probably shorter than
it's a short
viburnum.
bloom time too. Yeah.
I wish my Weigella was evergreen, because then I'd consider that. I love the blooms on that, and it reblooms,
That does rebloom. That's a good old
and
school
the
plant.
leaves are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You're
tell you-
amazing.
My I've got
Thanks, you
a
too.
Chinese viburnum in the yard, and it always buds up really early. I've actually seen some big ones driving home that are already like budded, like getting swelly.
Oh,
They're ready to crack, and mine is no different. The buds are a little bit not quite as swollen as some I've seen, but man, that thing blooms heavy. It blooms for a good while, and it does have reblooming qualities if we have an extended period into the fall. It'll spit some late season blooms.
Yeah.
Nice.
If
And-
it ever gets leggy, I just say no, ma'am, and then give it a little chop.
Cut
And
the leg
sometimes
out.
it refreshes from that.
It'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this whole pond business is a mess. It's a big old mess right now because I'm still in the middle of deliberating everything. I've been looking at Inspo online. I've been looking at Garden Answer. She did landscaping around a pond. I don't know if you guys probably know Laura. And she kind of went hog wild with a few things. She's like, she likes to like do a variety of stuff. Like she put in black lace elderberry, gold mop cypress, and
There's some
then
contrast
some
there.
oh so
Mhm.
easy roses.
Okay.
And it was proven winners that she kind of partnered with for that. So it's a lot of their species of stuff.
Hmm.
And like you know, I don't want to go too eclectic with it. I want it to look natural. I want it to look private, secluded. I'm a big fan of the movie The Secret Garden.
One of my favorite movies growing up.
Okay, yeah. I watched that a lot in aftercare.
You watched that?
I watched. That was something we did, right? I'm 36.
That was something we did.
I'm kind of remember. Was it a little girl?
Yes, it was a little girl who was orphaned, and she went to live with her rich uncle, who was kind of mean, but he wasn't really. He was just sad because he lost his wife.
Well,
and his wife was growing this beautiful garden behind this like big wall, but he let it go because he was mourning the loss of his wife. And so his little niece comes in, and she's kind of a troublemaker, and she needs stuff to do, and so she befriends the I guess it's like the housekeeper's son or something, groundskeeper, and then they find the secret garden, and then she makes it beautiful again. And then one day he comes out of the house finally, and he's like, the garden is beautiful. And then he finds himself in the garden.
I hope none of you were planning on watching The Secret Garden because that synopsis covered it.
Was perfect.
That was great.
I've seen it a lot.
Roll credits.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, you know, trying to have my own little secret garden
Hey, I get it, Ty.
with a pond.
I like it. It's going to be beautiful. I'm
It's gonna be
interested, very
stunning.
interested to see what you come up with, and we'll certainly get pictures of that at some point.
Oh,
I'm in. Yeah.
oh, definitely. I have
Oh, yeah.
pictures right now.
Sweet.
I can let them ride whenever.
All right. Cool.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah. I need to up. I'm really dreaming of just like, I know spring, and I know that's vague for me to say that, but it's so true. I'm just like dreaming of what I'm going to put in my beds as well, Tyler. I've got some open space.
You do. You've had space for years now.
I'm just cheap. I mean, that's all that it is. I literally bought a creeping phlox last year in a 1-gallon container for like $12.99, and I separated it 5 ways. That's how cheap I am.
I don't think that's a bad thing though. Creeping phlox grows like crazy.
It's okay. I saw it. It's poking back this year, but it was, I gave it a Sawzall chop. It was dramatic. And
You
it was,
Sawzalled that. I think we got a video of that, right?
yeah, I think we did. Yeah, Marley did it with me. That's right. Oh, I let Marley do it, I think.
That's right.
Yeah, so it was a little traumatic for that little guy. But I have noticed it's awake right now, but not living its best life. So I really need this second season to kind of kick it into gear.
It'll pull through. You know, I bought 2 of the dianthus that we got in with our like early annual shipment. We featured them on the show a couple weeks ago, and I got 2, and I planted them in my mix containers. I just stuck them in. They have held up to like the teens that we've gotten here. Like the blooms are still intact.
Yeah.
And looking great.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
You love your dianthus, that's for sure.
I didn't like it. I love it now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs it. So I say you get some dianthus.
Ah,
Listen, $5.99.
$5.99.
It's back in the greenhouse right now. You love pink. Stays up through the winter. It blooms early. Tyler, you don't like that, so don't listen. But then I'm just kidding, Tyler. But
Just
it's an
put
early spring
Viburnum.
bloomer, and it just it's stunning.
Okay.
But yeah,
No.
it's super cold hardy.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking of you need to make a dianthus rug, like literally a rectangle of dianthus,
Make it like a quilt, all different
haven't-
colors.
Oh, that's a good
and
idea.
then you can lay on it.
You cut them all into squares.
Oh, yeah.
So usually pots come in round. Let's square them up, and let's, like Tyler
I'm going to
said,
make a living
a
checkerboard.
living quilt. You're a quilter with dianthus, but you must cut perfect lines.
you know,
must do this.
I'm not going to keep up with that.
Yeah, you can.
How about this? I will buy it, and you come to my property, you plant it, and you maintain it.
No, I don't plant stuff, especially not for other people. I don't even barely do it for myself.
That's true.
You don't plant stuff.
I don't plant stuff.
Not if I don't have to. I hate digging holes. For a guy that loves plants as much as I do, I hate digging holes.
So what do? Let your dog dig them for you?
I let the kids do it.
You said,
Oh,
well,
okay, that's true.
No, what happens is I get a wild hair
Oh,
at some point,
there it is.
and I'll dig like 8 holes, stick it all in, walk away, and be like, okay, my job's done for like the next 8 months.
for the next 4 years.
Okay.
Finished here.
Yeah, I try to do it all very quickly.
So you're like a volcano.
That's right. I've erupted. Oh, that's funny. Speaking
That's
of eruptions, the tulips,
Different
y'all.
volcano method.
Yeah.
Did you get a picture? I sent you a text.
I did get a picture, but it was not a great picture, and Tyler doesn't like it when I take bad pictures because he's such a photographer.
This is Caroline. She can put it up on the Instagram.
Yeah.
I know.
Why are you looking at Tyler?
Well, I didn't like it. I didn't like the picture. I'm just saying, Tyler, he's a stickler about good pictures, and this one wasn't good.
I'm glad
Now,
I've
they've
traumatized
grown.
you.
The tulips have grown like at least 3 more inches, so I'll get a better picture.
Well,
It was a weird time at
I
night.
put up our
it was like
pictures
dusk.
today after the podcast, and our listeners are going to be dying to see it.
Look,
They're
I'll
not
give
gonna
it
be
to
able
you if you really want the picture, but it doesn't look like that anymore because I did that like a week ago.
Okay.
We'll get it up there.
We'll get it up there. It'll
Yeah.
be fine.
I
Well,
tell you,
you
it was
know.
bad lighting.
We did the show
Look
a
at
week
you,
ago
little
too.
photographer.
No, it was awful. It's a bad pick. But either way. They're
But
up
your
there
tulip
looking good.
ring is up. I think you have talked about it on the show.
Yeah, we talked about it.
And they all came up.
Yeah, they all look really good.
And you're
growing.
Justin Browers?
They're still fine. Little
They
bit of
made it
tip
through the
burn.
ice storm.
Little bit of tip
Storm?
burn. Yeah,
Storm.
the sturm.
The Astorm.
Uh-huh.
You know, Austin, we were sitting there before the ice storm came, and you were just like, I know I'm going to lose them. I know they're gone. You're like, I'm not. They're going to be gone.
Yep.
Carolina's going to kill him. And it didn't.
And that's horticulture for you. You
Yep.
never really know.
It's because they're all bundled into one hole
That's right.
all together.
Mm-hmm. Still love that. Oh, I took a picture last night. I got to show you. Dang it. My charge is... My phone is charging elsewhere.
My charge is
My
phoning.
charge is
Charge
phoning.
phoning. Okay?
Okay, but what did you get a picture of?
I got a picture of that cute little plant that I bought, the last little house plant I bought that was like, what, $3.99. Once again, cheapo. It was that, it looks like desert rose, but it's not. What was that thing called? Remember that thing?
Oh, now I can't. And it's been reclassified as a euphorbia.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't remember what it's.
But it looks like a chunky little desert rose, kind of.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought it was whenever I bought it. And we bought it. I bought it, y'all, in this little, what do we call those, 2-inch minis or something?
They're like a 3-inch. It actually wasn't a 2-inch mini. You paid $14.99 for that.
No, I didn't.
Sure
I?
did. I bought it for you.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Anyway, that thing is super cute, and it is growing.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And you got a picture of it?
I do have a good
Okay, so
picture
we
of
could
that.
actually put this picture up for our listeners.
Yes, I will. You can put that up today. I'll send it to you here
Okay,
soon
good.
after my charge phones.
After my charge phones happens.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
That's a cool plant, though.
Uh-huh.
And we do have them in stock here at the nursery. So if you look at the photo and you're like, man, I want one of those, come visit us. It's got little tiny pink flowers.
Yeah, it's super cute.
Mm-hmm.
The
Chunky little
chunkiest
guy.
little stem I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Very cool. I need one for myself.
Mm-hmm. I find myself looking at the houseplants every night, just looking at them.
Is it because you're ready for spring to be here?
Yeah, I
and
mean,
be
I'm just
outside?
getting antsy. I'm just getting antsy in the plantsy.
I get like that with my houseplants. Like, yes, I spend quite a bit of time looking at them, but as we start to warm up and I'm ready for things to wake up and I'm ready to be out there planting and seeing things bloom, I do start to give more attention to my houseplants before I completely neglect them once everything is, really popping off outside.
Yep. And it won't be long.
No, it won't.
Speaking of popping off outside, and I want to get this out, it's Invasive Species Awareness Week.
Well,
Well, look at that.
That's right. And so to highlight a few invasive species that you might see popping up, we've got Japanese honeysuckle, Amur honeysuckle, tree of heaven, Chinese privet,
Privet.
Privet.
kudzu, and Japanese stilt grass
I have 2 of those.
to look out for.
Probably have all of those, but privet and Japanese stiltgrass consume my property. I will never be rid of either of those.
No, that's impossible.
It's impossible. Japanese stiltgrass, I have it all in my woods. And yes, it has like a dainty look, and when the wind blows, it's kind of pretty or whatever, but it's everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Once you got it, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, in the Tennessee woods, okay, if you look at the tree line and you see in spring that there's green down there, that's likely one of those invasive species.
Mm-hmm.
Because the native Tennessee like understory should be mostly open.
Yeah.
But these bushy species are crowding out all the other homies.
Mm-hmm. That's no joke.
So if you can, there are actually coming up, there are weed wrangles that are happening in March at Tennessee State Parks. So if you live in Tennessee, you might want to hop on one of those where they get a handle on these invasives, which are all over Tennessee and in our state parks.
Yeah. Well, good luck.
Good
That's
luck.
all I
Yeah,
can say.
I'll
Good
never.
luck. Hard to eradicate.
It's there. It's sad.
At least you get some exercise.
There you go.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of exercise, it's probably time to get to work.
To exercise all y'all's brains a little bit more.
There you go.
Mm,
We had a
with
good show this week.
week's- Yes, it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
A lot
I mean-
of wood chippiness.
Yeah.
A lot of wood chip
I was-
talk. Yeah, lots of wood chip talk. But that's kind of happening right now. We all lost trees, or most of us did. And, Yeah, we've got wood chips. People are making wood chips. People are getting wood chips. So let's get into it. The three of us were here, as well as Josh Carey and David Bates.
Happy to be here, and I did title this stream Spring Fever.
Mm-hmm.
It is spring fever, according to our questions.
Yes, we're feeling the pickup, and I know you are, and we're just going to talk about plant stuff.
I think I saw a forsythia out there on the lot that's popping
Forsythia?
yellow bloom.
Uh-huh. Yep. Not too long. I saw one yesterday on my way home throwing some blooms.
I saw a whole roll.
A whole roll.
Again, can't talk
roll.
this morning. Row of daffodils blooming.
Oh, yeah. Daffodils all
along the
over
road.
town.
It's happening.
So-
Yellow blooms everywhere.
No shortage of things going on
Mm-hmm.
all around the area. And I'm sure people are going to have questions about where we are growth-wise on things, what precautions they may need or need to be mindful of with regard to the couple of cold nights we've got coming up, as well as all manner of other things. So without further ado, guys, first of all, a congratulations needs to go out to Austin. He is the new sales manager here at Bates Nursery and Garden Center. We're very grateful for his services,
Thank you.
his
Thank you.
expertise. So thank you for that, Austin.
No problem. Thank you.
And we have an incredible staff here. It takes quite a lot to do what we do at the level that we do it, and we really work hard to try to not disappoint people.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah, and when it comes for me, when it comes to sales and being a sales manager or whatever, it's like, I'm not selling you anything just to sell it to you. You know, that's the thing for me. Is like I'm still me when it comes to selling plant material. I'm still very much a horticulturalist before I am a sales manager.
Okay.
And I love plants, and I want you to have the plants that are going to fit for you, not just because we need to sell them. Like that's not what I'm about. So.
Well,
Yeah.
we're here to help people, and that's
Yes.
what you're saying. Our goal is to help you get the things that you need to have to give you the best possible outcome that you desire for your landscape. It's not about what we want, but if you bring us photographs and diagrams and directions of your house and notation of trees and that it gives us the information that we need to be able to make those kinds of suggestions and recommendations so that you can be assured of getting the right plants in the right place the first time. That's the way we do it.
Yep, definitely. And I know, Caroline, you told me we have 14 questions today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Already.
We got more than that. That's just
More?
one of our platforms.
Shoo! It's definitely getting to be spring. We better get on it.
It is. We better get on it. But first, I want to talk about why we're both sore. Why is that? Pottery. We've got a lot of pottery out, y'all. Big, beautiful pots. Tyler put some up in our Instagram.
BAPs.
Yep. We went over that one last week.
Yes, we did.
But it is
There
time to
will
get
be
out
no
here and get
snacks
pots.
this week, by the way. So
What? You
No
didn't bring
snacks.
us anything?
No
No
snacks.
treats? All right.
It's okay.
Well,
We did that last week.
we did do that last week. So I guess let's go ahead and get into questions.
We probably should.
We're going to start with one that's not really a question, but I think this is how everybody feels. In all caps, I just want to plant everything now. No patience. We need spring. Yes, I feel that. And by looking at our questions, I think a lot of folks are feeling it as well. But we got one from Essence about wood chips. Essence says, hey, y'all, last week, y'all were talking about fresh wood chips stealing nitrogen. How long would wood chips need to sit before you can use them as mulch in the gardening, throwing in raised beds so they do not steal nitrogen from surrounding plants? Thanks, plant friends. Herbal Essence.
Herbal essence. I don't know. I mean, what do you think about it?
Herbal, you're
Maybe.
going to be able to tell when they're ready. Just if you're looking at that pile of wood chips over there and it doesn't look like a bag or a part of the mulch that you see, you're pretty close. Now, that's not necessarily 100% accurate, but you're going to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I think if you're just using it as a top dressing, you're probably not going to see too much nitrogen stolen from using it as just like a mulch on top. I mean, if it were worked in with all the fungi and things breaking things down, like, yes, you will see that. But as a top dressing for a mulch, I'm not sure that would even be that big of an issue. But
Or a pathway.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been making a lot of pathways.
Yeah.
I have some information to offer here.
Tyler.
Yeah, I took up one of those chip drop offers, right? So
Oh,
this
boy.
is, probably like 7 or 8 years ago now, because I was like excited and I was like, oh my goodness, somebody made this website where you go and you order mulch to be literally dropped off by a tree company. Well, it's fresh. it's green mulch, and it does need a little bit of time to break down. But I did specifically need it for a pathway, and because of that brief moment where it is breaking down, there is a moment where it is kind of anaerobic, meaning less oxygen available, and
It killed the weeds, is what you're fixing to say.
it killed the weeds. It suppressed them actually
Yes.
as the mulch was breaking down.
Right.
And so, I mean, I would say 6 months at least, is a safe realm to a year. But, if you have a place to use it and then it breaks down, you can then remove that material. If you want to use it for a pathway, then use that compost and throw it on something else.
Do you turn it? Did you turn your pile of chips?
No,
No, you
because it was like 8 yards of material.
wow.
It's like an entire industrial truck dumped in your front
It's a
yard.
lot, yeah.
It's a bit
And
traumatic.
The process that you're talking about is what's known as nitrogen fixation. And
That's right.
That's why that you don't want to put green chips directly around plants that you're wanting to add value to. As a matter of fact, they can significantly degrade it. Now, what you received, because you gave it time to decompose naturally, that nitrogen was able to absorb from the atmosphere and not from the soil around the plant. So, there's going to be no limit probably to how much of that kind of material you're going to be able to get due to the amount of limbs and trees and all that's going to get ground up. They're looking for places to stick it. What you need to do if you're going to receive it is to do like Tyler did and find a corner in the yard somewhere that you can put it. You might not be able to use it this year at all. It may be spring of 27 before it's really ready to be used. Now you can add some things to it in the pile to help accelerate it. For sources of nitrogen, since it's fixating nitrogen out of the atmosphere. If you can incorporate some organic forms of nitrogen into it, that'll be great. You don't have to, but turning it is going to be really imperative to make sure that you give all parts of it the ability to fixate that nitrogen. Otherwise, as the term that Tyler already threw at it, going anaerobic in the center of that pile, it gets starved of air.
Right.
And therefore, the opportunity to grab that nitrogen. So turning it is a big part of keeping the process of decomposition going on. It's just a compost pile that's all of one singular source.
Right. And I actually had a bag of stuff in the shed that is a compost starter. I have one of those rotating bins for compost manufacturing, and I had a little bit of that in there. Wouldn't probably hurt you to scatter some of that on top of your chips.
No,
Okay.
it won't hurt at all. And matter of fact, it's quite a helpful part of it. But again, you've got to be able to incorporate all that,
Right.
and and you just can't do it all at once.
No.
That's
Be
right. Well, we are getting some live questions in too. So our first one comes from Colin, and Colin sent this question in like as soon as we went live on air. So Colin is watching and he's ready. He says, "Morning, y'all. Planted my onions. Congratulations, Colin.
Good work.
How many days for intermediate to finish? When do I pull up my garlic I planted last fall?"
All right. So when it comes to garlic, a lot of times you're going to pull it roughly whenever it's going to flower. All right. So it'll send up that stalk or whatever, and then it'll have a bloom atop of that. You can harvest just a little bit before that, but it's not going to be all that long. And honestly, I don't know how many you planted, but this goes with a lot of different root crops. And I've talked about this before. It's like whenever you think it's about time, based on the days that it says on your label or whatever, maybe it's 80 days, 90 days, whatever it is for you to harvest. And once you get around that time, just pull one.
And take a look at it.
Just take a look at it. If it looks like it's ready, then they're probably all ready to be harvested. Same way with potatoes,
Carrots.
onions, carrots. It's all kind of the same. You kind of just experiment a little and you pull one up and see where it's at.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, most, plants that you plant or whatever, it's going to tell you how many days until it's supposed to finish. So roughly that gives you that idea. So write down whenever you planted it and then the days whenever they come to that point. Give it a pull.
Writing down when you plant it, that's good advice because I never do that. And I never remember when I planted my carrots, my radishes. At least radishes, you can see the top start poking out, so you kind of know when they're ready.
done.
Yeah.
But carrots,
Nah.
it's just a guessing game, at least for me. I'm like, let's pull it up and see.
Yeah, exactly. You just pull one up and see.
But
I mean,
it's so exciting.
yeah, very exciting. Yeah, you can get some of those little like stick-in deals you put in at the end of your rows. What am I trying to say? A little stick-in sign.
Like a plant tag.
And
Yeah.
you write down the
One of those
date.
sticking things.
Yeah, one of them stick-in deals. And you write down what you planted, the cultivar, and the day you planted it.
That's a technical sales manager term.
It is.
That's right.
That
Sticking
is.
things. Exactly.
Yes.
One of those sticking things. We'll have to relabel everything that we have like that up at checkout.
Yeah.
And then we got a second live question in already from LH Gower on YouTube. They say, good morning. Any direction on trimming cold damaged Nandina, lemon, lime, and flirt varieties? Soft touch holly too. Thanks. Oh, it's from Linda.
Linda. Hey, Linda. If you see if you've got damage, if you can tell that it is not good, like not green, it's maybe brown or black, whatever color it may be, that does not look like life, then let's go ahead and cut it back.
Yeah, babe.
I mean, there's no problem with doing that now. We're really waiting on our spring flush. All those buds are tucked along the stems, y'all. Like they haven't cracked new foliage yet. Everything we have is from last year. So any of that you can certainly cut off and just open it up. This is going to get more sunlight on those stems, onto those buds, and you'll probably have a much healthier plant this coming up spring.
Yeah.
By just removing that.
Cleaning it up a little bit.
Yes, just a good cleanup. That's a good
Just
point.
a good old cleanup.
It's spring, y'all. It's time for spring cleaning season.
It is. I've been cleaning a lot, and you were talking about buds that are getting ready to crack. I was looking at my lilac. Those buds are swelling. They're going to be cracking pretty soon.
Lilac definitely swelling. We've got
I'm excited.
We've got a number of lilac on the lot right now that's like really swollen up buds,
Yeah.
and they will be blooming before you know it.
Mine is
And
covered. I can't wait.
Take a whiff.
I absolutely will. I'll just keep walking by it.
Yeah.
And I like how it looks once the blooms are gone. Those leaves are cute, kind of dainty. We got yet another live question on Facebook from Kim. Kim lost a Murray cypress, but others have lower limbs that are brown. Can I trim those off the trunk?
Lost a Murray cypress, but others have some lower limbs that are brown. Yes, you can certainly prune off lower limbs on Murray cypress. That's a type of Leland cypress, and Leland cypress did kind of take it on the chin, y'all. Not gonna lie, they
Poor
did
buddies.
not. Yeah, I mean the ice really weighed those down, and there's significant damage on a lot of those. So yeah, taking them off is totally fine. Now you are not gonna have lower limbs after you do that, so you're gonna see some of that trunk. Just be okay with that. Okay,
Plant something around the bottom.
there
There you go.
Bring up something around it to hide that stem, and there you go. But yeah, it's not going to hurt it to cut them.
God, you can play with so many annuals.
Oh,
There you go.
can't wait.
Garden gnomes.
That season's coming in soon.
Yeah.
It
Mushroom,
is. It's
mushroom.
almost here.
Little plastic mushroom.
Well, mushrooms.
We have a lot of cute little ceramic mushrooms if you wanted to use something like that. And then Mary on YouTube says Olympic fever and USA's 250th birthday.
America.
Any red, white, and blue blooms you recommend?
Red, white, and blue.
Well, white, I mean, that's your favorite color.
Yeah.
You could mix a bunch of stuff.
Got some candy tuft in the room with
Look
some
at
white
that.
right now. We got some cyclamen in the other day that's pure white and pure red. No blue with that yet. What do we have that's
How
blue?
about red, white, and blue pansies?
There you go.
How did you not think of that, Mr. Pansy Killer Fever?
No.
Hey, Joyce.
Hey, Joyce. Thanks for that, Caroline.
Gardening Inside Out is brought to you by Earth Mix Garden Products, creating regionally sourced high-quality soil blends and amendments for the sustainable-minded gardener. Fall and winter are great times to plant in the Southeast, and Earth Mix can help you with Landscape Soil Conditioner. Mix Landscape with your native soil to feed all winter long. Added mycorrhizal fungi help your plants get established faster and increase hardiness through the year ahead. Visit earthmix.net for more information and retailers near you. Remember, success begins at the ground level when you use Earth Mix Garden Products.
This is
Report, report, you know it's all in his head.
Good timing, Tyler.
Just trying to find the trigger.
All right, here we go. The Hort Report this week. Caroline had already mentioned it a little bit, and that is going to be pottery. I am a broken man this
you?
week.
You're a strong man.
No,
What are you talking about?
I'm a broken man. I used to be strong. I'm broken.
The noises he makes when we're unpacking those pots.
Oh.
Give him a little taste.
And I
There it
give
is.
I give you complete sympathy, Austin, because I moved some pots around this week, and I mean, there's no easy approach.
How many did you move, David?
Pardon me?
How many did you move, David?
Well, I only moved a few, but
Okay. How many did you move, Austin?
1,000.
I'm gonna
How many
be-
did I move? 2,000.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Yep.
going to be 70 years old here.
There you go.
A couple of weeks. So,
There
you
you
know, I just do the best I can. And I'm not moving any today because I've got that 70-year-old back.
I understand.
Yep.
So tell us about it.
Well, I was just going to say, we got our massive shipment of pottery in, okay, y'all? We're not totally done breaking it all down. We've gotten probably more than halfway done, though.
Way more than half.
Uh-huh,
We've
but
got
we-
about 15 pallets left.
Yes, but we got a lot of them set out. And what I was kind of thinking is like, we have a lot of plants here, let's be honest. But it's all kind of our stuff from last year. We haven't gotten a ton of new stuff in yet. So why not this week, which we are getting a lot of new plants this week. So get ready for that. But why don't you think about this week, where can I add some pottery?
There
You know,
go.
have you been thinking about it in front of your front door? You've been thinking about it out on the deck? You've been thinking about a little trio.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all know this, but all of our pots that come in generally come in with a large pot, a medium-sized pot, a small pot. Sometimes they've got even
Sometimes
smaller
5.
pots. Look at all that right there.
That's our terracotta setup, just one half of it.
Yes,
Stop.
just one half, and that's the terracotta. So terracotta is still fairly inexpensive. People love terracotta still. It's somewhat lightweight. It's not quite as heavy as ceramics.
Not quite as heavy.
But it's beautiful, and we made that section beautiful. It is very heavy or whatever, but y'all, we got to think about it. Like I said, think about the shapes of your pots. Think about the spots in your garden beds, okay? So I've said this before, but I think it was over a year ago I talked about this, but this was in those spots in your bed that you've got where it's just like one hole or like two little holes, you know, where you're like, I don't know what to put in the ground there. I don't really want something in the ground there. Think about pottery, okay? Working that into your landscape. There's nothing like adding some pots to the landscape where you add height, you add a different shape, you add different textures when it comes to the plant material you're using. You can use spilling things. You can also use these pots as annual pots, okay? And I'm not saying just for annuals. I'm just saying you change it out every single year. It gives you an opportunity to be creative every spring whenever you use pottery within your landscape. So don't forget about it, okay?
Can I butt in just a little bit?
Of course.
So I have quite a few pots after doing pottery for how long have we been doing it? 7 years now?
7 years.
7 whole years of pottery. I have brought quite a few pots home. And so I do have them sitting in my landscape. It looks really nice. And I use them as little holding pots, if you will, for plants that I've bought that I'm not quite sure where I want to put them.
Great idea.
A lot of conifers, evergreens,
I
and
thought that was
stuff
the
that are
driveway.
going to get big over. I have a lot on the driveway too.
Okay.
That will get bigger over time. They can't stay in those pots, but they look fantastic sitting in them, especially in the winter. They've got a temporary home while I decide where to put them.
I think that's an excellent idea.
Yep.
For sure. Just keep them sitting there until you know where you're going to put them.
Sometimes it's years, but they
And
do
then you
fine.
can switch those out again. It's never a bad thought to go ahead and think about those the pottery things, okay? And y'all, a lot of times this time of year, every garden center is getting out pottery this time of year. That's what they do, okay? What happens whenever you unpack pottery sometimes?
It breaks.
You get broken pottery, okay? It happens. This year we actually had a number. Oh my God, I'm frozen on a horrible face, Tyler. What is
You're still
happening?
going, Austin.
Okay. But my
Keep
face.
going.
He's
Oh,
looking at
God.
his
Don't
frozen
look at
self
you.
on our monitor.
Don't look
across.
at the monitor.
There you go.
Okay,
You're
yeah.
back.
There you go.
That was bad. That scared me. Anyway.
It wasn't me.
Okay. So anyway, using broken pottery, think of like go to your garden centers and like get to be friends with someone. Be like, hey, you got any broken pots? Like, because you can still use broken pots. We've got 2 pots that I've got that we've got here that the bottom totally broke out of it.
Stop.
Okay. 2 of them they match. They've got no bottoms. They lost it. They lost their
did.
bottoms, okay? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those home and I'm going to sink those in the ground a little bit to where you can't see them. And then I'm going to plant right into that and work those into my
Gonna
landscape.
put some roses in there.
I might do roses, Caroline. Yeah, I actually thought about that.
Absolutely do roses.
I'm going to get y'all some pictures here soon and let you see that. All right. So
You know,
anyway,
another good idea regarding broken pieces of pottery is if before you plant, you can take those broken shards of pottery and put them in the bottom and kind of create a protective dome over the drain area.
Yes, sir.
The soil from going directly into and perhaps stopping up that drain hole. So there's another little tidbit to consider. And terracotta, the nature of it is it's porous and it's very helpful in a lot of ways. So there's no such thing as trash pieces of pottery. There are uses for it.
yes,
And when I
there
bring
are.
something home from the nursery and I have an extra pot, I will put that in there and find the happy spot that plant is going to be, because that the sunshine at my house is, of course, it's sunshine like everybody else's house, but the way that the plant performs in a certain spot, you can move it around. He's not so happy right here, so we're going to move him around here and move him over there and do that.
That's right. You can totally move your pots around. If you don't like it there, move it into a different spot.
Plus, you got to change them out on the front porch every year, or the neighbors will talk about you.
That's right. You got to. But it's also just fun to do that. I love doing my containers on my front porch differently every single year. I have a different combo every year.
You put ornaments in there too.
I do all sorts of things.
You do.
Okay.
You go
Yeah, we
by
do.
Check with your HOA.
signs.
Make sure that you can put your pots on the front porch.
I don't
you go.
have one.
Okay.
That's how I get away with all those driveway plants.
There you go.
Yeah. And then the last thing I'm going to mention is just that pick plants that match the pot. Okay. I think we've got an excellent picture of this, Tyler. If you can bring it up, this was sent in to us from somebody way out there, and we don't even know. But look at these. Okay, so look, tall, thin, cylindrical pots with those cacti in it, in that trio form in the corner of that deck. Is money.
That looks like Gatlinburg to me.
Money power.
It might be Gatlinburg.
Could
we
be
don't know where it's
Gatlinburg.
coming from.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
anonymous.
think you're gonna see those cactus in Gatlinburg.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, maybe not. But
Not
either
this
way,
time of year, no.
But what I'm saying is, look at the shape of the plant and the shape of the pot. It matches well. Okay, so I really think if you have a fat squat pot, you might put a fat squat plant in it. You know
Something
what I mean?
that spills over. maybe.
But anyway, that picture was fantastic.
Big old
and
chunky
it-
juniper.
Great, y'all. Think about your pots. Get them, work them in. Horse
It's not
support.
chunky,
There
it's
you
big
go.
bones.
And,
y'all-
and
Bravo.
the thing about pots is that right now is when the selection is going to be best. So
Oh,
if you
by
have
far.
particular needs that you have, and you say, I need a squat pot here, I need something tall and cylindrical or whatever.
Let's call
Yeah,
it something other than a squat
if you-
pot. That brings up something completely different
Yeah,
in my mind.
if you wait a month or two, you won't have as many options to choose from.
Okay.
That's
That's
right.
true.
Just saying that.
Yep, David's right. We get our pottery shipment in once a year. So unlike our plants, which we get in constantly throughout the year, especially in the spring and fall,
Yep.
pottery comes one time in the winter. So
Have we
it's
got
here
any more
now.
questions?
It won't be here until next. We're out of questions.
We're out of
Just
questions?
kidding. We're getting more live questions in. We got two in from Terry.
Terry.
Says, okay, garden fam, this is Miss Terry, and my front yard is chock full of chip drop to kill the grass. So
Oh,
I
it's gonna
plan
do
on
that.
pulling back and planting my bushes I bought a couple weeks ago. Is that okay?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't see why not pulling it back and just planting it into the earth.
Yeah.
Like,
Why are you
yeah,
killing the grass?
get it into the
I'm
earth.
killing grass all over my
Oh,
yard to
really?
plant
Okay.
more
Okay.
fancy stuff.
So what you don't want to do is, like we mentioned earlier, is think about using that, incorporating it in with the soil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't till it in.
I wouldn't
No.
use it as a mulch the first year.
Mhm.
That's just me personally. This phenomenon of we call nitrogen fixation. It robs nitrogen from wherever it can get it, and if it's sitting around your plants, or in particularly if it's in the soil and it's in active decomposition, it's going to get nitrogen from wherever it's available. And then when it does that, you have this really strange phenomenon of what it does to the pH of the soil. So it'll spike on one hand, it'll plummet on the other. Need to compost it separately.
And we got a second question from Terry. Terry says, I also want to do some raised beds out there as well. Can I just move the chips out of the way or put landscaping fabric down to get my front yard going? Help, y'all. Got concerned. Hackberry wood chips.
Would you
That's what-
be able to incorporate them in the bottom of the raised beds and then put your landscape fabric on top of it to
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's totally fine, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, especially with a raised bed. A raised bed's typically what, 2 to 3 feet up off the ground. I mean, that's plenty. And then fill it with your soil and get going.
Yeah, the chips are
And
cheaper than
hackberry is
wood.
going to be, of all the tree species, which has been the majority of what has been taken down and what has come down. They're softwood,
Very soft.
decompose quickly. Many of them are already somewhat pre-decomposed. That's why they broke off, because they weren't even a solid tree.
They're air dried. Yeah.
So if you know with certainty that that's the entirety of it, you have a little more leeway. It's a little more forgiving.
Yep.
Okay, and then we got a question from Joyce. Good morning, Joyce.
Hey, Joyce.
Joyce says, I bought a dwarf fig last August and planted it in a pot. It's been in my garage over winter. I think it's a Miss Figgy. I've been watering it every few weeks. When is it safe to put back outside?
I'm going to go at least 9:15 on this one.
Not
this morning.
3:30.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Well, you got to wait until the show's over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
Joyce, the thing is about a fig and a fig that is dormant and has no leaves, that means it's not photosynthesizing at all. So it does not need sunlight or anything yet. I mean, it's not warm enough to really do anything. I mean, I think it's still, I just think there's no reason really to move it out yet. We're having 18-degree temperatures or whatever Monday, Tuesday night. I'm not saying that would totally damage your fig or anything if you did have it out. But just remember, like I said, if it does not have leaves, it doesn't need sunlight. It can be in dark. So let's just wait. I mean, it's already in there. It's in its spot. Let's just wait to bring it out.
Next February, you're going to be wondering if it's going to come back at all after you put it in the ground this year.
And it's been where it's been all winter. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
why would a couple of days,
It's not going to hurt.
it could work against you. So, wait until the middle of next week and you should be good.
Yeah. The cool thing about figs is that you start to see those buds. The buds will turn very green whenever they're about to crack. So that's whenever when you see that stage of development, that's whenever you can move it out. Leaves will crack and then sunlight on the leaves. Perfect timing.
There you go, Joyce.
Full sun.
We've got some
Full
camellia
sun.
questions. I want to know it all is how they begin. How big
right.
do camellias get? That's where we're starting.
Generally pretty big. I mean, there's that. I think they try to make dwarf cultivars as much as they can, but there's really not that many that I'm aware of. You're talking 8 to 12 feet, depending on if you prune or if you don't. I met a woman one time actually that used camellia as hedging in front of her house, and she kept them hedged. Like literally, she would cut them every year.
That sounds stunning.
Hers were sitting like 3 foot tall, and across her whole house is just this evergreen hedge. So they can be pruned to maintain like a size. But if you just let them be, I mean, they're going to get fairly large. Y'all Google, do yourself a favor, Caroline, like you always say, do some Googling and look up.
Do I say that?
You said it a couple weeks ago.
No, you said that. You
I
said,
said
do
it.
yourself.
You made fun of me for
do
it.
yourself a
Google?
favor.
Do
No,
yourself
it
a
wasn't.
favor. Do
you
some
said
Googling.
treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Treat yourself to some
Like people
Google
don't
images.
Google all day.
David, is that a verb
Yeah,
to Google?
It could be conjugated.
Okay.
it's fine. It works.
What
Y'all
are we
know I'm
gonna
talking
Google,
about?
though?
You're gonna Google camellias in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
My God, do yourself a favor.
Wow.
They are trees out there.
Wow.
And stunners,
I love
showstoppers.
them. Hey, we do have one more camellia question, too. Is there
Send
a
it.
camellia plant that does well here in morning sun and afternoon shade?
That's literally the
what they
ideal
love.
environment for camellia. Yes.
Mine is in that, and it absolutely loves it.
Yes, camellia definitely needs some sun to make sure you get the flower power that you want, but they don't want crazy amounts all day long. You can see a little burn on that. So perfect environment for that pretty much across the board with any camellia you want to grow.
Additional support for Gardening Inside Out is brought to you by Bates Nursery, a fourth-generation garden center located in Nashville, Tennessee, offering the widest selection of plants and gardening supplies, from large trees to houseplants and seeds to soil. Their knowledgeable staff will assist you with all your gardening needs. Open year-round, minutes from the heart of Nashville in beautiful Whites Creek, Tennessee. Browse their selection online anytime at batesnursery.com. Bates Nursery and Garden Center, beautifying Nashville since 1932.
We're going to start with a boxwood photo that came from Greg. I say a,
Yay.
it's a few.
Hey.
Greg says,
Hey,
what's
Greg.
going on with these boxwoods? We've had several new plants over the last few years developing brown sections / branches and die. 2 different locations, properties in Corinth. Regards, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Corinth, Mississippi.
Yeah, so the picture in the middle is probably the worst one, I guess. That actually does look like a pathogen. The picture on the left and right is mainly just winter bronzing, which happens. A general rule of thumb, a boxwood in more sun over the wintertime will bronze more so than others. But you've definitely got, with those 3, with that, you see the massive chunks of that going on. That
Print it
probably,
out.
yeah, we got to thin that out for sure. I mean, that's first step. And then you're going to be left with half of a shrub, pretty much. And I hate to say that, but it is kind of true. And you can, cut all the brown out. You can shorten it just a little bit, and then hopefully those will come back
Poof out.
plump. Yeah, we might need to apply a fungicide.
Now here is where some old-time arborists and horticulturists have said that boxwoods are misnamed.
Yes,
They should
sir,
in fact be
exactly
called dogwoods because I believe that's
Boy, it looks like
dog damage where that you see they're only on one side. They keep hitting the same spot. And it's just going to require pruning that limb all the way back as far as you can. And getting that dead. And here's another note: maybe don't let the dog go out there and use the boxwoods as a latrine. That's my guess. Now I could be wrong on that, but it sure looks indicative of that. And then you can trim the whole boxwood back about a third, and it'll flush back out. But I don't think it's coincidental that all that's on the outside facing part where it's convenient for leg hikeage.
It's possible.
It is possible. Did we talk about all the photos, the bronzing and everything? All right. And then Pam sent in something. Pam says, still cleaning up from the winter ice and snow. This is one way to get a huge hanging limb. My tidy gardener at work before we get below freezing temps again.
Good work, Pam. And good work to your husband getting out there on that tractor. God, I love that. Gotta love that.
Gotta love a tractor.
That's why he's got that tractor for times like these.
Exactly.
Yes,
y'all
he
are doing
does.
work out there, Pam. Y'all always doing work.
You
Love
are. There he goes.
He
But
could
y'all,
park that at my house if he wants.
Yeah.
he
no,
could
I'll
bring
take
it on over. We still have a lot of questions. So let's go ahead and keep going. Darren says,
Hey, Darren.
when are you guys getting a new shipment of conifers? I'm desperately looking for a Jubilee weeping Alaskan cedar.
Ask Alaskan.
And Darian, we will be getting those soon. Probably within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we will get that shipment from the West Coast. Isley Nursery, shout out.
We had a second question about when Isley's coming. So.
Yes, I believe that's a 2 to 3 week thing right now, but it's happening soon, y'all. Next week is really the start of a lot of our shipments coming in. Massive tree shipment coming in next week, so it won't be long. Like literally 2 to 3 weeks, and you should be able to see
Make no
that stuff.
mistake, we'll be talking up the Isley truck when it arrives. We typically have people who come out and wait and watch the truck as it's unloaded.
I wish I
Yes.
could come.
It's an exciting time. And then Kim says, is it a good
Kim.
idea to use wood ash from outdoor fires in garden beds?
It's not a bad idea, actually. I think it's a way to get potash into your mix. I mean, mix it in
I
really
use it.
well.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt anything. It's actually
Can
probably be
overdo
beneficial.
it, but
Yeah.
it's not likely.
No, not likely. Yeah.
So
So
you'd have to have a lot.
yeah. No, that's fine. Just work it in good. Mix it all in. Make it nice and mix.
Nice and mix.
Yeah.
Make it a nice and mix.
I turned into Chef
I use it
Boyardee.
for my straw bale gardening when I used to do that.
There you go.
I liked it. One day I'll bring it back. Then we got a live question in about a teddy bear magnolia. Somebody says the top third of our 15-foot teddy bear magnolia snapped off in the freeze. What should I do?
Your 10-foot teddy bear?
15-foot.
15
No, it's a
foot.
10-foot teddy bear now.
Top third.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. That's right.
Carol, I'm sorry this happened to you, and a lot of magnolias took some damage, but there is literally nothing to do at the moment wait until spring. You're going to see it crack new growth from the top. Now, what you might see is it will end up being a multi-stemmed plant. A lot of times it'll send up 2 or 3 main leaders. If you don't like the look of that, you need to prune away a couple and just leave one, or just let it be a multi-stem plant. I mean, teddy bear.
Twist them?
Yeah, I mean, twist them up, whatever you want to do. It's gonna, if it's 15 foot, that means that teddy bear is very happy where it's at.
Yes, sir.
And Mother Nature gave it a natural prune, and we're going to see what she does this spring.
Yes, we are.
Cut that one limb. Just cut that one limb out and be done with it.
And Terry, this is Mr. Bowling Ball Arborvitae.
Terry.
Right here. Look at that.
Yep.
We have a few different sizes. I think this is the largest one we have in stock right now, but we go all the way down to 1 gallon.
That's
a big one.
definitely a
About so.
16-pounder.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, bringing them in here was, I mean, we were already warmed up from the pottery, so we were okay to move those big things out.
I wasn't.
He wasn't happy about it.
Nope.
I always move stuff with a smile, but this guy, not so much.
With a grunt.
All right, arborvitaes were taken out by the storm. What's a better replacement for fence privacy?
I'm a big juniper guy when it comes to this. Our
Yeah.
native cedar trees, what we call them, not cedars, but they're junipers. They did not really they took a little bit of damage, I guess, from the ice just because they got weighted down so much. But when it comes to general livability and hardiness, you can't really beat a juniper, especially Junipers virginiana, which is our native around here. That's my go-to, way more so than arborvitae, if you ask me.
Best ornamental evergreen shrub combo for front yard.
Oh, God.
I've got all gold juniper mixed with boxwoods, and that's real cute.
Hey, that is a loaded question.
It is.
Because there are a lot of options.
So it sounds like you're probably going to
Lot
have to
of
come out and
different
visit
looks,
us.
yeah.
You're going to have to come out and ask for me. and we're going to walk around together.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you talk about combos with evergreens.
Yeah,
I mean, it's almost endless.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Yes.
He's thinking about it.
I am thinking
He had a
about
moment
it.
where he was like, whoa.
You know what I'm thinking about right now is boxwood with candy tuft out in front of it as your front border. Money,
cute.
power. These stay evergreen, y'all. Candy tuft stays evergreen. Didn't know if y'all knew
You were
that.
pointing at that so
Yes.
ferociously.
Uh-huh.
With
Y'all think
emphasis.
about it. Yep.
All right, best early spring plants to plant that won't die with the occasional last frosts. I mean,
These
hellebore.
hellebores.
Hellebore.
is
Y'all,
fantastic.
like I said, they're more expensive than like your annuals, but they will bloom before anything else. They stay up year round with the leaves.
They're happy.
They're happy.
Happy.
And they're
plants.
tough.
Yes,
Yes,
they are.
very tough. And they will spread eventually.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Y'all, like 95% of the stuff we have right now is totally fine for frost. Like, yeah, you think about we went through a whole winter. I mean, it's been freezing. We had an ice storm. Like, all that stuff has been exposed, you know?
My daughter has a hellebore plant patch
Mm-hmm.
that is literally 16 or 18 feet across all the way around.
That is.
Jeez.
What color are the blooms?
They got a couple, three. They got the pink ones
Oh.
and the white ones and some of the other
got a
ones. And
mix.
they're
Love it.
gorgeous.
That sounds stunning.
Love it.
I love it.
But yeah, y'all don't be. Well, let's not freak out too much about like planting stuff right now. It's a good time to do it.
It is time to plant. And our last question, we had somebody saying, like, I'm so ready to plant. Like, what can I plant right now? There's so many things you can plant. I mean, perennials, you can still plant trees, shrubs. You just don't want to plant any of those warm weather annuals or vegetables. That's
Yeah.
what we
Yeah.
want
No
to
tomatoes.
wait on.
We don't
Yeah,
even
fine.
have
Yeah.
yet. So I mean,
Correct.
yeah. I mean, you're going to be able to plant a ton of stuff, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Just come out and chat with us. Come on, we're happy to be here.
Come
It's
say
early spring.
hi.
We get real excited this time of year. So y'all, we're gonna give you high energy. Not that we wouldn't any other time. of year.
Higher than usual.
That's
The new
right.
sales manager is going to have everybody out there motivated. I can
Here we
see him
go.
out there doing calisthenics before every
Oh, he's
shift.
making them
That's
do
right.
aerobic dance. in the
There you
mornings.
go.
Yeah, Carolina aerobic dance.
Yep. It's going to be crazy.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Hey, folks, it's time for this edition of Gardening Inside Out to come to an end. But next Saturday, we're going to come back and do it again. Hey, if you're on the socials, like, share, subscribe, tell the neighbors. Hey, hit the notifications button so you never miss anything that goes along with it. Hey, for everybody here at Gardening Inside Out, we appreciate you joining us. We'll see you right here from the Green Room Studio at Bates Nursery and Garden Center next Saturday. See you then.
Happy spring.
Tyler here. Gardening Inside Out podcast is looking for sponsors for 2026. If you have a business that's plant and gardening related, or if you know of one, please get in touch with us at gardeninginsideout@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to Gardening Inside Out. It's hard to believe we're into our third year as a podcast, and we love hearing from you as we learn who our listeners are and what y'all enjoy about it. If you love the show, we greatly appreciate any likes, follows, shares, or word of mouth recommendations. If you've already done so, thank you for your support. There's many ways to get in touch with us, so send us a text with the fan mail feature or email gardeninginsideout@gmail.com. Happy gardening and see you next week.